to the Aromas, Amigos podcast. This is the Halloween edition. Welcome to October. We are in the best month of the year. I'm here with the spooky Chef Diego.
Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning.
And we're here with the mad scientist today. The mad scientist of the cocktail world.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Bottom, lowercase, uppercase, G. In the house.
Come on, man.
All right, guys. Today we're going to talk about a good portion of restaurant culture. The brunch culture, which has become something very popular within a couple of, let's say, two decades, 3 decades maybe, become very popular. Brunch consists of good cocktails, sometimes bottomless, sometimes, but it always consists of eggs, potatoes, bread as the staples. Normal brunch, when you think of it, you think about egg benedict, you think about hash browns, you think, of course, bacon, you think about hashes, you think about
Omelets.
Omelets, but it always leads up to eggs. Majority of the time it's eggs. Maybe they throw in a couple of sandwiches, things like that. So what are your thoughts on brunch, chef? And what do you like to? What is your staples? What is your arsenal? What is in your toolbox that you creating a menu for brunch you go to?
So basically, everybody does, like you say, eggs. But I like to have like different stuff, not only eggs. Like I would like to have like kind of a steak, salmon. But there is a few items that really fit on the brunch menu. So I have to really play with the items. And at the end of the day, it's also about to get something in the morning, not too heavy. A dish that is gonna be, a small portion, and it's gonna be pretty good.
So what would you go with?
When I go out to eat, like really like brunch, I'm like really like basic. I get like an omelette with the salad and potatoes. That's really what I like.
What
to
would
get.
you create in your menu?
What I like to do.
Yeah, what would you make?
I really like the omelette.
Okay.
And the Benedict. So it has to be something not like regular, like spinach omelette. I don't know, like only peppers and onions with ham omelette. It has to be something like unique. When I use like brisket, when I use the smoke, how you call it, the short ribs.
Okay.
It has to be something different.
So think about like the Benedict that you make with the sausage. What was your inspiration for that? Like it's like a sort of like a Dominican style, right? The Jervis? Like a Dominican style omelet. I mean Benedict sort of.
Oh, yeah, this one that we have here that actually I like. It's kind of like the tres un golpe because it has salami, mango, and like egg. So it reminds me of the tres golpes. That's the Dominican dish.
Okay.
Yeah, so that one is actually pretty good. Brunch, like honestly, with you, like.
You're not a brunch fan?
No, it's not that. Like
I'm not a brunch fan.
I got introduced to brunch honestly, dude, when I was like, I believe it was 2010. I think I had to be like 19. I didn't even know what brunch was.
Man.
Yeah, I didn't even know what brunch was, and the way it happened, it was in Williamsburg, and my best friend Noelle, she says to me, let's try chicken and waffles. I'm like, what the hell is chicken and waffles? Like,
Really?
that was like my introduction.
You went to Sweet Chicks?
That was one, yeah, Sweet Chick. So that was my first time in Sweet Chick, and I don't know, like it was like okay, like I'm like that's kind of weird, like eating chicken and waffles and like in the morning, I guess. Like it was just weird. Like it wasn't really morning, but it was like around like 1 o'clock. So
It's fun though. Chicken and waffles is like a fun brunch. Like you have like best of both worlds. Like you have like a good breakfast item, like the waffle.
Yeah.
Then you got fried chicken. You know, fried chicken is always good.
no, it was good, but I was just saying like it was just something different. Like I wasn't expecting that, because I didn't even know what brunch was. She was the one that told me like let's go have brunch.
Really?
So that was like my introduction to brunch on that part.
You're a big egg guy.
I don't have a problem with
Can you
eggs. Like,
survive
I
without
eat eggs.
breakfast?
The truth is, I don't eat breakfast.
Yeah.
Like I just have either like galletitas, you know, like
What's
like crackers, pretty much.
Crackers.
Yeah,
Like
crackers
saltines?
with no. It's like these Dominicans.
hell?
It's Dominicans.
Jail?
No, it's like it's like galletas, but it's like, you know, it's like crackers. It's like
Okay, it's
like cookies.
It's
yeah.
cookies or crackers? Crackers are the ones that are like white.
Sweet, no?
Huh?
Sweet.
And salty.
No. It's not sweet. It's like it has no taste.
Like
Honestly.
chocolate chip cookies?
No. It has no taste. It's like powdery, I guess. I don't know. It has no taste.
It's a Dominican thing,
Not sweet,
I think
not
that's like a Hispanic
salty.
thing, honestly.
and it's just like a cracker.
That's what, yeah, because it's like a cracker. It looks like a cracker.
And what do you
to
call
me.
it?
Us we say galleta.
No, but what you were
me
saying,
see
the
if I
brand.
look it
You
up
were
right
saying
here.
the brand.
The brand, I don't.
Is it a brand or is it just cookies?
Let me see. I'm actually gonna search it up right now because like when it's in the house, it's in a clear bag. It doesn't have like no logo on it.
So is it a saltine without salt?
There's no salt. It's not salty,
I
bro.
don't think it's a saltine.
No, like
I think-
I
I
gotta
don't know
look it
what it
up
is. I don't
because
know.
there's no like.
Is it like a red triangle with holes in it?
Hey, people, we're gonna bring in that
It's clear.
episode, all right?
Is
we
it?
can start.
It's
show
like
it
a
to you
clear
guys.
one. I will have to show you guys later though. But anyways, that's what I normally like what I have.
Is the culture thing?
I think it's a Hispanic thing. I don't know. You know what galleta is, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. That's another thing that is really important, right? In cultures, we take breakfast different. You know, Dominicans eat breakfast with salami, mango, all those things. You know, and Mexicans we eat like beans, eggs, tomatoes.
Rancheros.
Something that, you know, it's more spicy. You know, we
Huevos
love
rancheros?
Mexican spicy.
Yeah, what would that?
But in
said
America,
that's
when I
not
came here,
Mexican.
it's like really, it's big. You know, like when you're talking about chicken and waffles, that's something like it's heavy in the morning. You know,
Yeah.
and you eat like pancakes with bacon, sausage, eggs. Like really, it's a lot.
But as a
You
chef,
know,
have
but-
you adapted to that? Do you eat that now since you came here? Or you stick
No,
to your
absolutely.
Mexican heritage?
Absolutely, I love breakfast. I love a brunch in the United States. You know,
You eat bacon?
and I really,
You eat the pork?
of course, bacon is my favorite. Right,
Yeah.
it's really tasty.
So like, yeah, it's good, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not a breakfast fan, so I could care less about breakfast. I don't really eat it. They said breakfast is basically breaking fast. So if you're an all-nighter and you wake up at 1 o'clock, your lunch is your breakfast technically. Breakfast is necessity. I don't feel that way, so it is what it is. But they said it's supposed to give you energy, but it's just nutrients. It's just food. Your body can say, this is eggs. This is breakfast time, you know. So I don't eat breakfast. I don't really eat it, but I do cook it. So it's if I were to make breakfast, I love hash browns, but potatoes. But I like it when you shred it, put it in the pan, and you make something like the Polish people, they call it a laki. It's like a potato pancake. The way the Polish make it, that's the way I like it. I make it different ways, but that way it's with the potatoes, with some flour, with eggs. It's like basically like making a little potato cake, and then you throw some applesauce on it and then some sour cream. I like it like that. That's how I was put onto it, and I mean I knew different ways, but that's how I put onto it. It was really good.
Lucky.
Is it
So lucky.
is it really like a big difference though between like breakfast, like dinner, like on diner breakfast? Because I've had that obviously, like, you know, before a lot. Like diner breakfast to like brunch. Is there like really a difference, or is
Well,
it
brunch is a combination of breakfast and lunch. That's all that is. That's how they came up with the name. So like that's why brunch starts at 12 o'clock, because it's a combination of breakfast and lunch. So that's why when you see
The portions are bigger.
Yeah, but when you go out and stuff, depending on the restaurant, but when you go out, it's like there's a few items that are like staples, like steak and eggs, and I mean, you know, like they have
Chicken and
huevos
waffles.
rancheros here, chicken and waffles. There's like you have the breakfast, and then you have the chicken and waffles, which is like a combination of both.
Yeah.
Then you have like a burger, like a breakfast burger, where they take a burger and they throw an egg on it, or however they want to do it. It's something like that. It's always like a combination of one thing from breakfast, one thing from lunch. Like when you eat, like you know, that's how it is. But other than that, it's I guess you make money off of it as a restaurant, sure, you know. But one big thing of brunch now is the bottomless. Everybody loves bottomless. They want bottomless for 90 minutes, for 2 hours, 60 minutes. I know sometimes it was 2 hours, and then sometimes it was 60 minutes. And I guess everybody met in the middle and did 90 minutes, because that's like the average time.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so it's like bottomless mimosas, which you know is just orange juice. Was it half and half orange juice, half champagne? That's what real recipe for mimosa is.
Yeah. Just champagne and orange juice.
it
Now a lot of people actually like make different flavors of it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They're trying to stick it up, but it's basically 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people throw a little
one
drop
part,
of
one part.
vodka on it.
There are those that throw a little bit, top it off of vodka. Like if the champagne itself is not that poet, like they throw a little bit on it just so it enhances a little bit of a backbone kick
Oh, nice.
to it. So there are some places that does it,
Yeah.
but in reality, like a lot of those restaurants, I don't think they say that they do it.
Okay.
They just put it in there. It doesn't even give the description of what it is. And there's some people that hint that they're like, oh yeah, this one has vodka.
Uh-huh.
But when you come to see it, like it actually doesn't. So it's always like.
But you know what
You
it
know.
is? People get messed up like during brunch, and it, from something simple as a orange juice and champagne, like they
But
get really twisted.
That's the thing. That's not necessarily true. This is actually what happens. So
Okay.
like in brunch, I've been like I said, you know, my introduction to it was 2010.
Yeah.
But obviously after that, when I started finding out about the bottomless brunch or whatever, like which it had to be like maybe like 2015 around there. We used to go all the time, like me, my cousins, and everybody. And this is also where I got introduced to like Bellinis, mimosas, you know, like all these things. Bloody Mary, I was never like a big fan of it, but me having
Wait, wasn't that time, or you?
no,
aren't?
I
You
still
don't
am
like it
not.
at all.
Yeah, like I'm not like.
You make a good one. The last Bloody Mary you made, it was pretty good. It has a nice little kick to it.
Yeah, like I that one. There's a little story about that one. I'm gonna touch base on that in a little bit. But like with the bottomless, you don't really get messed up. You do feel nice.
Uh-huh.
Now this is what started changing everything, and this is actually what gets people sick now. And this is where they actually do get messed up. When you're mixing bottomless brunch with, you know, champagne, orange juice, or any of those, you know, concoctions,
Yeah.
and you're doing hookah, that destroys everything. That's where people get sick.
The hookah.
Yeah, that's why people
There's
get
a whole
sick.
nother
That's why
episode on hookah.
that's what people get
That's
sick
Jerobe's
out of.
favorite.
No. I can't wait for them to pass that law.
I said, geez, they did already when nobody listened.
No, it's getting serious now. But yeah, like that's actually how people get like really like messed up, because you're mixing, you know, everything that you know, this all these alcohol beverages, and you're mixing it now with tobacco. That's gonna get you messed up. But back then, I was able to do Bellinis, and from Bellinis transferring to like sangria without any issues. I would feel nice, of course, but I was still
Sound
able
like
to.
an alcoholic.
No, because it goes well. It goes very well actually with the food.
Is this before you saw cocktail or after you saw cocktail?
No, this was like 2015 and up. So I was already, you know, like
In the craft?
I wasn't because I got involved in the craft in 2017 around there, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? That's really
Yeah, like 2017.
You're pretty good at it. I mean,
It was-
that means because you love it. So
Yeah, like 2017. Like I was always reading about it. And I always already had my own like bar happening in my house. and always made cocktails for people. But like heavy was it had to be like 2017 or 2016 around there, because I was doing a lot of private events after that.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, but like I said, bottomless is good. People don't get sick out of it. They get sick when they start mixing it with hookah.
So when we do bottomless mimosa, let me tell you a story. I don't know if you were there that day. So so there was this group of females. They had bottomless, and this is the time. I don't remember if it's before COVID or after COVID. I don't remember, but
I think I remember that.
after COVID, these girls, they got really, like really tipsy from the unlimited drinks. And after a fact, I don't know what happened. She had like they were really dressed up, but she had like she went outside and she had a whole nude photo shoot on the hood of her car. Like she got naked.
Oh no!
And she was standing, fully nude, boobies out on top of her hood, taking photos. I don't know what was in that drink.
She was on something. That was definitely not the drinks. You don't go that
she didn't
far.
look like she was on something, but she looked like she was full of, like she was. It was like they were dressed nice, they were full of themselves already, but at the same time, I think that excelled it. But it was like that craziness comes in my head, and I hear other stories, not that crazy, but other stories as well. Throw ups, things like that from pictures of mimosa. I feel like when it comes to that nowadays, like maybe when you were drinking it and stuff like that, and you swap, it was very I have a drink, I have one, I have two, I have three, I'll go to this. But right now it's like they do bottomless. I got 90 minutes, and let me see how much I can drink in 90 minutes. Give me 3 pictures, give me another picture, give me another. And they'll like swallow it down. I mean, eventually the acid from the orange juice and the champagne, the bubbles from the champagne, the kind of wine effect. When you drink wine and it goes straight to your head, that wine effect kind of is like all together with that. So like sugar, there's salt, there's bubbles, there's bitterness, there's alcohol, everything, and it's rushing to your head. So nowadays, when I see it, and so the chef sees it when he's in the morning, I think you see it. I mean, not so much now since you started at brunch, but prior, you would see it, right, chef? You would see them like downing the pictures of. Now we figured out a controlled way, but before it was like we used to put pictures on the table because it would be easier because it was so busy. Put pictures and they would drink the picture, and then all of a sudden you turn around and they're empty. They want another one, and it is what it is. It's part of the unlimited. Some places they put rules, like they put fine print, like you can only have like 10 glasses. Like they put fine print, right? You know what I mean? And it's just fine print. We here we don't really do that, but some places do that now, so it limits it, and it kind of messes up. But a lot of people ask, if one question they really ask is, do you lose in having bottomless? And you can if you get a lot of people that just down it, like just drink. It's kind of, but at the same time, if you look at it as a variable, you will have, if you control it where you don't give out pictures, but you give out glasses, you have a control method, which is some people might have 4 glasses and some people might have 10 glasses, And then your average glass count a day would be 30s, but some people could have 20 and some people will have 10. So at a business perspective, it's worth it to do it, right? But nowadays everybody's doing it, so you always gotta like try to change it up. Like you were saying, that's what happened with the Bellini. Like they started with the mimosa, they had to change it up, and the Bellini became a thing. You know what I mean? I mean, way back then, not like now, but back then, and that became a thing. And then those are the 2 staples, and then they added the Bloody Mary, and then I think the michelada. A lot of people, michelada is just a drink, but they associate it now with morning time because it's sort of like.
It depends on the restaurant. Like that's usually more like on the Hispanic side though. Like when you go to like
Chicanos?
if you. No. Like it could be. There obviously it's by the Mexicans, of course.
Of course.
But
is michelada a Mexican drink?
Michelada, it's
Like a real Mexican drink?
The thing is, there's michelada. Colombians have their own style of michelada. Nicaraguans, they have their own style of michelada. Mexicans have their own style. Even Ecuadorians have their own style.
So you're saying
So
it's
it's
not a
like
Mexican
more.
drink.
No, it's. I would say it would probably be more from their end,
Okay.
because like
We have the first michelada.
they have like, well, we can't really say.
And the huevos ranchera.
We can't really say like who's the first one of any of those things. Honestly, it's always like a myth. But like
I don't know,
popularizing it, like to where it became popular, it definitely had to be Mexico.
Because I feel like, I don't know. Well, I mean, that's something we gotta check out. But origination, I feel like I'm not a fan of michelada, like tomato text, like the acidic tomato drinks. I'm not a fan of that. Like the Bloody Mary, I'm not a fan of michelada. I'm not really a fan of either. Some of them are good. Like the one you make. It's pretty good. Like I would drink it, but I won't like. I'll drink it and it's good, but I won't go order another one. You know what I mean? That won't be my drink for the night.
No, yeah,
you get what I mean?
the purpose of those drinks are supposed to be for hangovers. So that's why you have like
So it's
michelada.
Mexican.
You have michelada.
Because they have a lot of hangovers.
It's for everybody pretty much. But yeah, you have like michelada. You have Bloody Mary. You have like the red eye. Like all
The
those.
red eye. Oh,
yeah.
the espresso drink.
No.
No, what is the red eye again?
Red eye, it's pretty much almost the same thing, kind of like a Bloody Mary. The difference is that you put actually egg in it. So,
Really?
Yeah, and it looks like an eye. They call it like the red eye. It's like with tomato.
Do they have a coffee, like a espresso kind of thing, like called a red eye? No, or am I mistaken?
Not that I know of, but I know of the red eye. The red eye is definitely a classic cocktail.
Wait.
Yeah, it's like for breakfast pretty much, and that's supposed to be for hangovers. So Bloody Marys goes well with brunch. Mimosa goes well with brunch. Bellini goes well. Even sangria goes well. These are all things that will complement with the food. And yeah, now you have like the coffee espresso martini as well. They all complement the food.
Oh yeah, that's like a whole brunch thing. You have anything to say, Mr. Producer?
I actually wanted to say how it sounds very interesting when you say like Bloody Marys and all of those drinks. They allow for helping out with hangovers, but how does it help out if you have alcohol in them anyway?
So the whole thing is like with spice.
Good question.
It's with the spice. It's the hot sauce. So like the hot sauce, it just like it reawakens you. You get me? It reawakens you and it helps you like settle in. So you have like the hot sauce and the spices that is being put into it, and as well like with the michelada purpose, you do have the hot sauce and everything and all the spices, but it's the beer. The beer itself, like if you have a major hangover, supposedly the way to cure it, you be
With
taking
another
like
beer?
you drink a beer.
So
you drink a cold beer, and it's supposed to like settle in for you.
In the michelada, it's what other alcohol you said it has in it?
It has beer in it.
Just beer is the alcohol? That's
It has beer, chamor. It has a few other ingredients.
But that's
in
the
it.
only alcohol is beer?
Yeah, the main is beer.
Oh, nice.
The main base of it, yeah.
You make michelada, chef?
No, I never made one. I'm not a fan of drinking beer.
That's right.
But in Mexico, that's the way they do it. You get drunk, you get like super wasted, and at the end of next day you gotta drink another one. You have to, and the way they do that is by drinking a michelada.
The way I get rid, I don't drink anymore, but the way I get rid of a hangover, is with nice, greasy Chinese food.
Ooh, Chinese food sounds
That
good right
gets
now.
the hangover cure easy.
I love
That's
Chinese
the
food.
best way we make my dishes. Come on, with the best chicken. That's when you need chicken and waffles with a hangover. But you need that
food,
fresh
no, you
chicken
don't
and
need
waffles. That's what you need, or a nice ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Some good stuff. That's what you need for a hangover.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Yeah, and like when you're in your house and stuff like that, they have when you're home, that's the first thing you do like a nice bowl of ramen, a nice chicken and waffles, or if not, I order some Chinese food, nice chicken wings. Not a real Chinese food, American Chinese food. Nice chicken wings, hot sauce, deliciousness at its best.
So wait, I have a
I
question.
just have a soup.
Soup.
That's all I have. Yeah, just a soup. I like the the broth of the soup. That's it.
Some-
With lemon.
What's up, Prince of Blue producer?
Something that's really interesting. Why do we call it Chinese food when it was invented by Americans? Why we just call it American food?
Chinese food was made by Chinese to satisfy American culture. That's why when you go, and I don't know if you go to a Chinese food place, but usually they eat their own, like they have their own little menu. Usually consists of soup and like from what I've seen, and I'm a Chinese food expert.
We can see that.
Yeah, you know, it's good, man. There's good things about brunch, you know. Good things for people to know. A lot of people, you know, go out nowadays for brunch. They just want an idea of what to do. But we, you know, I know we do more cocktails for brunch, and we try to push those because it's a little bit more fun, a little bit more elegant. Instead of doing the simple staples of cocktails, you know, like the Mango Madness that we have with food. When you drink the Mango Madness with a dish, it pairs well. You know what I mean? You don't want to down it. You know, you want to sip on it. Same thing, I believe. You know, like with a michelada, I would drink it not to like down it. You know, I would drink it, eat my food. You know, you pair a nice michelada with a nice huevos rancheros, or a nice authentic Mexican nacho breakfast nachos. You know, things like that. You know, the game's changing. You know, everybody changing in times. You know, everything is going different. You know, I also wanted to a quick question while we're on the topic of beers. I wanted you to give the audience, myself, also some knowledge of the difference. What is a? I kind of have an idea. You know, I kind of know, but what's a craft beer and what's a draft beer? Well, a draft is from the thing, but what's a craft versus a regular? What is your quick explanation of it?
So for a craft beer, like I would say this, like that's something, you know, like I said earlier before, you know, like I'm still, you know, I'm still learning from behind the scenes, you know. I would say more like the craft had to come around like maybe like in the late 2000s, like I'll say like 2014.
Pretty new, yeah.
Yeah. Crafts, I'm actually I'm becoming a bigger fan of it. There's a lot of craft beers in Ridgewood itself.
There's a lot of breweries in New York, like New York City.
There's a lot of breweries
yeah.
now, yeah. So like craft would be more like you taking like these different types of like herbs and vegetables and fruits and creating it into something. So like now, for instance, we're in October.
Yeah.
We have pumpkin. So now it's like a pumpkin beers that's happening everywhere.
Okay.
You know, you have other distilleries that's now producing like a lot of like hops beers, like with IPA and everything. So I feel like craft is more like you playing around with vegetables, fruits, and bitterness, and creating something out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, I'm new in that scenery. I love beers, but I'm still learning of it.
Yeah, I feel like the craft. Like I said, I'm not too familiar. I'm not a beer drinker like that, but the craft beer is like when people take, like if it's not when like just like say chef wants to come up with a craft cocktail using yuzu or something and his own recipe, and he decides to do it. Mm-hmm. So it's not like a worldwide beer like Heineken or Corona. It's just locally. It's locally produced. That's what I mean. So locally produced is craft beer. You saying or?
I feel yes, like craft beer. I feel that's what it is. Like it's locally produced, like by farmers or by any of those that are like involved in that craft and want to do something different.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like similar to kombucha, for instance. Like kombucha. You know, kombucha, yeah, like similar to that. Like now you have all these.
They're both wrong.
All these, yeah, however you pronounce it.
I can say it, but you threw me off.
But
go producer. What is it?
I have no idea.
But like you know, like people like that create something that is, you know, as I mentioned, like with fruits, vegetables, you know, herbs, spice, and they create something, you know, because like, for instance, like all the beers that we all know of, is, you know, now we're not even with the brands. Like we know of lagers, pilsners, you know, ales, you know, like black beers like Guinness and all those
Yeah.
dark beers. So like with craft, I feel like that's what it is. It's just herbs, spice, and fruits and vegetables like being blended and creating something completely different.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Like I said, like you're creating a cocktail, or you're creating like kabushka, pretty much.
While you've been trying a bunch of cocktails, you stumble on any that stands out, like that you like?
As in what? Like as in beers or?
Beer, cause you're a beer drinker, right? You're more of a beer drinker than a liquor. I mean, you make your cocktails and they're amazing, but you're more of a beer drinker, right?
Yeah, I at first I was more of a wine person.
Wine.
Yeah, I used to like wine a lot. Don't ask me about brand. It's just I just
yeah.
whatever wine it was, I used to like it before.
Okay.
And then
You're a sweet guy or
so that's the thing. I disattached myself from all that because I realized that you become biased in creating something. The
Okay.
reason why I picked beer
Yeah.
is because reality truth, beer doesn't really have a taste. Yeah, you try, you're like, oh, that's a beer. You get me? But like what I mean is like, there's no particular like taste like how wine is. You have some wines that are like semi-sweet. Same thing with beer, of course. I know I'm contradicting myself in a few things, but I just wanted to disattach myself and create like a palette where I won't have like a fan base when I create a cocktail. Like where all my cocktails then will end up being like sweet or creamy. Like I could create like variants of different types of taste. So I put myself into liking beers, and the first beer that I actually like started liking was a Pilsner, and that was actually a Presidente.
Yeah, no, for sure, definitely.
What about you, Diego? You like wines? I know you told me you don't drink beers, but have you drank beers before though?
Yeah. But I don't really like the taste, I like better the ciders. It's like I
Sweet.
feel like with the ciders, it's like a combination from wine to beer. So that's what I like. Actually, yesterday I got a flavor of pineapple, and it was really good. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
now they're
more
definitely
about,
making a lot of different cider flavors. I saw one with guava the other day.
Oh,
I
yeah?
haven't tried it yet. I was like, oh,
sorry though.
yeah, I haven't tried that one. But now there's a lot of different flavors behind that.
Yeah, but it's I feel like it's a combination, between wine and beer. So I like that one. What about you?
Me, I'm not a beer drinker, but
Diablo.
if I would drink some type of beer, would be cider. Like I wouldn't drink. I'm not a big beer drinker. Or if I were to, there was only one beer that I would.
You don't drink at all.
I don't drink at all. But if I had to choose, there's one beer I believe I mentioned it. It was like Afro White,
Yeah, you
Purple
told me that.
Haze or something like that.
Yeah,
That was-
that's like a Blue Moon taste. Like I believe that I don't remember if I tried that. I don't remember if I have.
Okay.
But the description of it sounds like it's a wheat beer, like how Blue Moon is.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it sounds like to me when you described it. I haven't tried it though. I don't recall if I have.
Oh yeah, no, cause I can remember what we were trying to look for. Like they don't make it anymore, so I'm not sure what that is. So, also, huh? Go ahead. What you were saying?
So what was brunch for you?
What was
Like,
bird?
like brunch. Like what do you think is brunch for you? Like when you talk about brunch, what is your first thought about?
When I think about brunch,
What do you think about it?
brunch is it's a good.
You say it's a combination from lunch to
Yeah,
breakfast, right? Breakfast.
yeah. I said that already.
But what do you think about when these things happening? Like
You okay? You paying attention? You on the same podcast?
Diego will come right now.
You just woke up.
we're changing from one.
You're going back to brunch? We went from craft to brunch. We're going back again? All right. You just woke up. The coffee's helping you? Anyway, so we're gonna, well, guys, you already know my response on that. When it comes to, so my thing is with the craft and stuff like that. That's the new people are doing it in the house, but as also that's making an appearance, craft stuff. Not only that's making an appearance, but can canned cocktails are making an appearance. You know, Jack Daniels just had a deal with Coca-Cola, and they're making rum and coke in a can. You know that?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
hear
I saw
that?
that,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, I haven't read about that article or anything like that, but to me, I could like honestly the truth, like I kind of thought that was like, I don't know, like to me I was just like okay, because like rum and coke, you know, it's always been rum and coke, and then obviously whiskey and coke.
They're making it easier
But-
for everybody.
I
I don't know, but
Nah,
they're not touching the
really.
food yet.
Nah, really. That's just more. The thing is, like, they could come up with all these ideas, and people would, you know, like, the brands would hop on it right away, and then it becomes the brand's representatives to try to sell it into restaurants. But the truth is, like, I could tell you, like, right now, like, 80% of the bartenders, they're gonna be like, nah. They could give it to them for free, and it would probably be the bartenders themselves drinking it, or they would just like give it away. But the thing is, like, we like creating it. To us, it's not gonna be the same. Like, we taste it, we're like, okay, you know, it tastes good, and they'd be like, yeah, the consistency is there, this and that. They try to give the whole description of it, but we don't use it. Like, there's so many brands out there that already contribute with try to make deals with bar owners and this and that about selling cocktails in a can.
Okay.
A lot of the bars are not using it. They're not doing it. And as a matter of fact, they take it and they'll probably be like, okay, let me make a cocktail out of this when there's already a can in a cocktail. You get me?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's not gonna go anywhere. It will only go towards those that will buy, either like going to the beach or doing like, you know, barbecues, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I know that it's not making much money in the market in that, because bartenders themselves are not like really pushing it. They're still this is the thing, like what those industries are trying to do. They're trying to make things easier for brands and also like for owners to distribute things. But then you have now that we're finally trying to go back into the golden age of the crafts. Now you have the craft that so many bartenders are creating all these cocktails. That we're not gonna stop, and we're not gonna let a brand out there that's saying like we're selling this in a can. It's easier for you to do this and this and that. We're not gonna stop. We're not gonna take it. Like, we're gonna keep making because we just want to keep making.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Even though yes, it's cost effective. Yes, it would probably make sense for an owner or for, you know, whoever doesn't really want to get involved in the craft. They just want to like just pour and give it. It will make sense for them.
Yeah.
But if you reality go to bars, a lot of bars, and I go to a lot of them, you don't see that. Like, there was a time that was White Claw, everybody. And now they're making White Claw with like vodka, mixing it up with stuff. And
Corona,
it's not being
stuff like that
used.
too.
Yeah, like it's not really being used. They have it,
Everybody's doing it, yeah.
you know, but it's not really being used. It's not like, I feel like it's not gonna be a big change.
don't
So
think
that
so?
whole, like you have like this whole Jack and Coke can.
What
It's not.
about do you know they have
They even got margaritas in cans.
Yeah.
Old fashioned in cans. I know all those things, you know.
they have
But I feel like it's easy, you know, for everybody.
It's an easier
It's
thing, but
handled,
then
so
again,
everybody-
like we look at it.
okay.
No, it's easy in the way of when you said it, you know, like in barbecues, when you go to the
Yeah,
beach,
for those
like,
things,
you
you
know,
know.
things
But have
like
you
that.
tried
But when
it?
you go to the
I
bar,
tried it,
you're-
yeah.
you know.
Have you
Yeah.
like White Claw?
I
Yeah,
tried.
but what I'm saying is not like you are not going to the bar, right? Asking for a margarita in a can, when you know.
No,
you
but
have
I'm
a
saying
bartender,
I'm
so.
saying it's probably that it'll be convenient for it's for home.
It will be
of course.
convenient
Everything is for
for-
home. Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, but like at home now they have the Bartisan or the Black and Decker machine that you I don't know if you've seen it. That it's about the size of like a tabletop ice machine, and it's like you add your favorite. So I believe the Black and Decker. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But the Black and Decker or the Bartisan machine, one of them comes with empty bottles. And you fill it up with your favorite liquors, like one vodka, one tequila. You know, they each have the designated area. The other one, but I believe you just put your bottles into the machine. You turn it upside down, it goes into the machine, and that's how it is. So then they use like the coffee. They have these things called the K pods, and it's like the coffee in the little pods. You put them there, you squeeze it down, and it brings you a cup of coffee. They have drinks made with the same concept, the K pod.
Oh, it's like supposed to be different flavorings.
Yeah, it's like whatever, like different types of margarita, mojitos. They have everything. They have a lot of drinks. I think they have about 50 K-pods, different types of drink. So what you do is the concept is, I don't think they give you ice in the glass, but I think you basically put the K-pod in. It recognizes it by like a barcode or something. What drink it is? Like say it's a margarita. And it'll take so everything in the K-pot is there besides the alcohol. So, and then it'll just add the alcohol. And on the system, from what I was playing with, it said virgin, light, regular, and extra, right? Something like that. And it's like, virgin, light is less liquor, regular is the regular way, and heavy would be like, I think it's like an ounce more. What it does is it draws the perfect amount of liquor into the glass. So you put the ice in it, you rim it, I guess, for a margarita. You put your glass there, you press it, it makes it in seconds. And from what I tried and from the event, like the people I was doing research with, it was pretty good. And you can't go wrong. And it's consistent, it's fast, it takes like seconds, it's just like maybe like 5 seconds.
How many drinks can you do with it?
Right now it's the home version, so there's no commercial version, so it's like one at a time. So you just make one, you put it down, make one, put it down. But it's like it's just for home. It doesn't do pictures, it doesn't do whatever.
How much is the price range on that though? Like for something like that, if somebody wants to get it for their house.
I believe it's on Amazon. The Black & Decker, I believe it starts at $250, $300. And then the other one, which is a little bit more classier, like nicer looking, the Bartisan, I believe it's a little bit more. I think it's like $400. But I guess they make their profit from the cartridges. The cartridges are a little expensive. I think they come like about like 5 or 10 a pack or something like that. It's not a lot. So when you pair that, and then I guess they'll probably sell like an add-on, like an ice machine on the side or whatever, however it is. But like I said, like this is just a starting point. So like you see like Bartisan, obviously the name in it is Bartisan. Bartisan they do like a lot of bar tools and stuff like that, right? Black & Decker is a tool company. They're jumping on the game, making, you know what I mean? Making
manufacturing machine.
Manufacturing, yeah, the machine. They like going into the bar area. So it looks like there's sort of like something going on, like where they feel like that's the future. That's the only way only real reason you're invested in. But right now it's just basically it's just for home. It's not like it's not like it's gonna replace bartender, but if you think about it, like you as a bartender, you're busy and you just want to make margaritas. If you could somehow get a commercial machine to make your own pods, like a way to make your own ones, like if they made it easier like that, I feel like it would make a big difference in the market for a restaurant. Because for instance, your cocktail, right? You're making your special cocktails. You say, all right, this is my fall menu, and these are the 5 bottles we're gonna use that have alcohol. Each of your drink, you're gonna do it, and you're gonna make your specific mix already. So if you're not there or you're not around, it's gonna consistently be the same because of the fact that your bartenders will be consistent. So consistency is the key in all restaurants, right? So if you think about it like that, I feel like it will start, little by little, it will start replacing staff bartenders. Not the main bartenders, but maybe like you won't need them as much as you would need them every single day. You know what I mean? I know you talk about the interaction. We spoke about it a long time ago, but in another episode. But like, think about it like that. Like, you have a machine that does it. Is gonna either decrease labor, because at that point, you're not really doing anything. But you gotta play with it. You gotta.
I feel like machines like that. Honestly, true. The thing is like, that's only gonna be if that does hit like the market or whatever, and there most likely there has been machines that has hit the market. There's always been like trial and errors and all that stuff.
Okay.
I don't see it happening in your local bars or like top bars. No, like I see that probably happening in like something like Applebee's or Red Chili's, like things like that. Chili's, like things like that, like those franchise things, because that's just like what they go for. They have the money to spend for that. and that's something like they will cut corners just to
Oh, of course.
throw it out there. You know,
Yeah, of course.
that's just
Yeah.
you know, I see those companies using that, but I don't see it happening in the main local bars or main top bars. I don't see that.
I
think-
using the
you know.
denial.
No, not the no. It's just like it's
He
not
hates
gonna
that
happen.
technology's
No, it's
taking over.
not that. It's not that. It's just it's not gonna
Hates
happen.
technology.
I don't hate technology.
He's a reverse Elon Musk.
No, I don't hate technology at all. But it's just like I don't see that like happening. It's just like there's too many people out there that will put a stop to it. Like they won't. In order for that to be on the rise, you have to buy it. Remember that.
Yeah.
You have to buy it.
Yeah.
And that's the only way that, and this is not nothing new. This has always been happening since like the early 2000s. They're trying to find ways just to cut corners, like from the bartenders
like
or the
they
bar
made the
industry.
Margaritaville machine.
Yeah, like all those things. That's always gonna come and go. It's like come and go, bro. And if you, like you said, the margarita machine.
Margaritaville, yeah.
Where you think they use that? They use that in franchise. They don't
No.
use it in
Yeah.
main bars.
I
you
think
know?
that they would use it in like some big nightclubs, like if they wanted to get some drinks.
I don't think because in
They're not even
nightclubs they don't really
nightclubs.
nightclubs don't really drink drinks. Like the
Yeah,
one that
nightclub
he-
is
that he
all
does.
like on the rocks, or
Yeah.
if they do drinks, it will be like things like
Frozen.
like not really frozen. Like it'll be like simplest things,
Blue
nothing
Hawaiian.
crazy. Blue Lagoon,
But
you know, it will be definitely mojitos if they ask for mojitos. They will always have the mojitos available,
Yeah, yeah.
margaritas, you know.
You know
all
what
those
would be
things.
crazy though if they had that you had like a mixologist like our top G bottom G here. If you would have a mixologist and they would add AI to the machine, that would be cool because you would be able to create your drinks and then you'll see how it tastes just by accurate measurements.
Yeah, it's about consistency. I don't think
Everything is
I don't think-
consistent, yeah.
I don't know.
You know,
I
same
get
with
where
the
you're
food
coming
and
from.
everything. It's always gonna be like the
Yeah,
consistency
no,
of
for sure.
everything.
I get where you're coming from.
Like-
With food they trying different things too, but it's not commercialized. It's more like for instance, like they have these new stoves with arms that, like, for instance, if Chef Diego goes, hey, can you
I
cook
wanna
for
have
me?
one.
Can you cook for me? And then he'll go and he'll be like, all right, and then he'll control the arms and stuff, or from his home wherever he is, and the arms would do the work. It's funny. It's dumb stuff right now, but my most thing that I just recently touched is that's what I was telling you about the cocktail machine. It is right now for the house. I asked about if they're gonna make commercial. They said they're working on it, or that they do multiple cocktails at once. And you're right. It'll be like in a franchise. That's for sure. It's definitely easier on them.
Yeah, like it will always be
Less
things
overhead.
like that will always be on franchise. It's just because the money is there for them to spend. Like the top
Yeah.
the top of the top, they always want to find ways that they can make money faster
Okay.
and less spending as in labor work, you know? That's why you have like McDonald's that has those ordering machines now that you could go up to. I forgot what it's called, the
yeah.
queues, you know, like they call them
kiosk.
queues. The kiosk, there you go. You know, same thing with AT&T. We used to have a kiosk machine where people were able just to punch in their names, log in, and also a kiosk machine where they were able to do like upgrades and this and that. The company invested in it. They put it in hundreds, even thousands of stores, and you know they saw it wasn't working. They had to take it down after a year and a half of them not getting their profit.
I actually went
They had to
into-
take it down. You know, the only thing they have now is for the kiosk. They were like, okay, you know what? This makes sense. Let's keep the kiosk
kiosk.
for making the
Need a
payments.
kiosk.
Yeah, like they can make the payments or change the plans.
I wanted
like
to
that, you know?
AT&T. You know they have a new flip phone. I'm about to get that.
They,
Which one?
Yeah, well,
The Z
it
Flip?
depends.
No, it's not.
because
It's not
they-
like
they
what you
they
have. It's
different-
like original, like a regular flip phone. Like
Yeah.
it's new, but it's regular.
you know,
Oh,
they,
so it
they
actually
have,
calling,
they have,
has
text.
physical buttons and everything.
No, it's like how the old school used to be, just the buttons. There's no
Yeah.
touch screen. There's no nothing.
I mean,
forgot
if you
what
look
it was
at if you look at
I'm about to
phones
get that
today,
shit.
if you look at phones today, they're getting wild.
That's easy though. It's convenience, you know, just like the machine for the bar.
yeah, you know, like like I said,
And consistency.
it's gonna be there.
And consistency.
You know, like I said, like technology is always gonna be there. Obviously, it's always gonna advance. You know, we spoke about that way before.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not gonna. I don't see it locally. I don't see it also in the main top bars. I see it in franchise. It's always gonna be in the franchise.
Would you buy one for your house, chef?
Probably.
And then we have to make anything again.
Listen, everybody's getting lazy, you know, and
Especially the youth.
especially you know the new generations. I'm sorry about it, but
Yeah, producer Junior.
you know
over there.
it's about that. You know, nobody wants to do something hard
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
true. That's true.
And eventually, I feel like in a couple of years, it's gonna be there. You know,
Yeah.
not only big franchises. You know, it's gonna be in some local restaurants that are gonna be there. And
I
just
feel
about
like it too.
for consistency and less labor. You know,
I feel like like the restaurants you're like, the franchises are not gonna be able to take the technology. I feel like you said the local restaurants are not, but we might not see it because by the time we pass away and when life moves on, you know that like everything's upgrading, everything's moving, people.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like the local bars are gonna be in small towns, small like Oregon, Michigan, like little small, like a small town in Ohio. Those are where the bars that craft is gonna go because everybody's buying up land.
But that's not gonna be in no lifetime, bro. Like not even in 100 years. That's not even gonna be in 100 years.
Speak for yourself.
It's gonna be mostly in the places
That's
nobody
probably
talks
gonna
about.
be like
No, I know, but
not
I'm
even
just saying,
maybe now our grandkids, but maybe the next one. Like there's still a lot.
It's moving
happening.
too fast for that, and
Nah,
shit's
man,
getting
like,
pricey.
Because the thing is, like, you guys also, when you guys speak about those things, you guys are viewing it within, like,
I mean, things
this
change,
country. You're
bro.
viewing it within this country. There's some countries still in Europe that are not there.
But
there's some countries
this
in Caribbean
country
that's
is
not there.
this country is the vision. That's what it is. It's like they see,
I don't
they
think
see.
so.
Center of attention
Same thing
right
with
now.
us. Like we look at like for instance, sometimes we look at stuff that from another country and we see their technology, and then what we do is we kind of like they have like jagged edges and we kind of like round it off and bring it here. You know what I mean? Like that's how it is. Like Elon's not the first one to make the electric car. You know what I mean? It was made before, but he just perfected it. So it's like, you know what I mean? Now it's standard. Same thing with the iPhones. He wasn't the first one to make something similar to an iPhone. You know what I mean? But what he did is they perfected it and they brought it, to the public. So I feel like they kind of take something, they perfect it, and then they bring it. But that's what technology out there. You know what we should do? We should take a trip to Japan. They have a lot of
Japan is more advanced.
yeah, there's
many
a lot of
things.
events. Yeah, there's a lot of because what it is that I feel like they just do it. They don't like do like a million tests. They like for instance like the vending machine, pizza machine. That shit was out there before it came over here. Before Domino's got Pizza Hut got machines. You know what I mean? It was over there already. They were making pizza machines. You know what I mean? They were making machines that make you fresh pizza, stuff like that. So it's all like a different concept. That I feel like other countries they advance a lot faster because they don't do trial and error. Feel what I'm saying? So let's see what happens. Maybe it happens before we die. We're walking around with fucking electronic canes and shit. All right, guys, that's the end of the episode. This is Aromas Amigos podcast, your favorite podcast there is about restaurant life and the world as it is with three amigos chilling, hanging. I know producer Junior too.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being here today.
All right, guys.
all right, guys.